Hey boys, good evening. Late Elich appears. We haven't had a night stream of Warhammer in a while. I used to love it, you know, start Total War when it's dark and play like all night. I don't know. Has to be good. Hey Douglas, hey Chicken, hey Damon. We're with Rakat here and just gonna be going towards the short campaign victory. Nice teams at best. How you well? I am. Thanks. Hope everybody else as well too. Got me some nuts and beer.
Oh my
Hey, Daga.
God. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
I was thinking of playing the Hogwarts Legacy, but decided to play this instead. There'll be more Hogwarts Legacy. Look at that beautiful thing here. I don't know, there's something beautiful in strategy games when everything is going according to plan and the painting is happening. So our faction is in the yellow. One of our allies is here. And one of our friends is here. Friends are just enemies that we haven't declared war on it, right? Clan Pestilence is a major power. We have been rolling at the same time. This faction has a strong location. Nothing special about this faction except the monster pen. But for the level of emergencies that can happen, it's pretty nice. But like I said, this faction has a strong location, and Clan Pestilence being on our side. I mean, let's be honest here. Turn 39, add another maybe 5 to 10 turns. We could have had all of these and a stalemate here. This would have just taken longer. But Clan Pestilence being our ally and buffer and major power, we are literally currently a steamroller backed up by another steamroller. So that's just it. What's going on with my mouse? Is it the cable? It's been lagging a bit. I don't know. Maybe my hand is lagging a bit. Had an accident happen 2 days ago. Did I tell you guys I fell off bike? I was riding a bicycle and 5 minutes in, I crashed. I haven't even realized how many bruises I had until the next day. Crashed into what? Just crashed. Was going too fast. I was that step between the road and the sidewalk. I haven't ridden it in a long time, so I underestimate things. I literally was trying to make a turn and go up, and there was not enough strength or force to go up, and it literally just crashed. Right on the pavement on the left side. My whole left side, the body is bruised. My phone had some damage as well. I'm already recovering, but you know, it happens. I literally underestimated it. I haven't ridden a bike in over 20 years, and I'm kind of still overweight, so it was a lot of force. My phone is pretty much taking more damage than me, but it still works. In the late, they fell down the basement stairs last month. My arm was very blue. Damn. Rip. came to the realization that riding a bike can be dangerous compared to walking, which is better for the body, which is next to no risk. But just one incident doesn't mean, you know, I'm not gonna stop trying. But I think I'll stick to walking more because it's better for the exercise. There is bike lanes, yes, but like I said, I underestimated sidewalk. I'm thinking about if I drive a bike, I can get somewhere faster, right? But I don't care about getting somewhere faster. I'm looking for physical activity and exercise. And walking beats cycling. More muscles get used in the body. It's just some people find it boring compared to cycling, I guess. I don't find it boring, you know. I can also find things to do. Listen to podwalk, to what's it called? You know, the podcasts or some other stuff on YouTube and music and stuff. Walking is an excellent exercise, just very time-consuming. If you think, you know, about it and nothing else. But you can always multitask. Dominating, rank 21. This is so weird. Look at this, guys. 0. There are definitely pros and cons between more deployment for sure. Hey guys, is it me or battle skills, you know, Warhammer 3 has been used much less. Like Warhammer 2 was like go-to. You know, either noob lightning strike or battle skills. No battle skills. I don't even think we need campaign skills. I don't think we need campaign skills, but it's the best route for snowballing. It's a turn-based game after all. If you're not snowballing, you either snake dating or falling behind.
Supreme Sorceress of Grant.
So we're fighting the Skaven and the Vampire Coast here. And our allies are literally loaded with military. A couple of these warfire throwers in this army just destroy. What's the goal right now? We need another 10 settlements.
Feast, my beasts.
Is it me or the Vampire Coast armies of the AI are some of the worst armies in the game? Just because the AI can use the magic well. The Vampire Coast AI, unless it spams higher tier unit, it's so bad. It gotta be the worst in the game. Who's worse, the Beastman or the Vampire Coast? I feel like the Vampire Coast is so vulnerable to range. Heck, they're vulnerable to anything because they can't use their wizards. You can easily win this campaign today and start Torek Sellout. Torek Sellout. Who decided on Torek Sellout? This is what you want to see, top manager Torek.
Savage them, beast.
Easy Kislev sellout today. I got the Warp Lightning, 3 Warp Grinders, and 2 Warp Fire Throwers. Like, some of these units can get spooky without units that go around or some range units, but it's all about how you approach it, right? The Sellout campaign will not start at this hour. No way. The Sellout campaign has started at the regular hours. We got one more turn of 8 attack and defense. That's why these Blick Swords are so started. So toss a Sellout. Jesus. Jeep count, who hurt you? I was planning Aranesa for 1st of April Jeep count. And just troll the chat. Maybe I do one even better. That the big patch they release in April, you know, the miracle patch, I start with Aranesa. Instead of Chaos Dwarves or whatever faction they release. Somebody said to me the other day they are excited, hyped for me to play Chaos Dwarves. I'm like, what? Man, they released that shit in April. Chaos Dwarves and whatever. Psh, I'm starting Torgrim World Conquest. Chaos Dwarves, get the fuck out of here. I've been waiting for a miracle patch to play Torgrim in over a year. Playing Chaos Dwarves, one of them YouTuber Flavor of the Week people. I'm gonna play that dwarf campaign so fucking long, people gonna forget the Chaos Dwarves even exist. And there better be a miracle patch. It better be a miracle patch or I'm gonna get even jaded and more dead inside than before.
Fellow Dowie! A great wrong has befallen our kin by Urk things.
Urk things.
The Damaskron is filled with their vile atrocities.
Look at the shit I have to deal on YouTube.
And the debt stands
Elich,
with
will
them.
you ever do any campaigns with the SFO mod? They don't know.
So, my kin,
SF
take
no.
up your axes. Show these Urks and Groby the might of Karazakarak.
Bring back Howdy.
For they come.
Can't bring back the hiking speech because it's already lower.
Ready axes.
They will donate to Sid. I don't think they're gonna donate $6,000. That's a pretty high goal.
Take back every grudge. This is my edict as High King.
What is the easiest loader for Legendary
We
without
will
difficulty?
repulse these vile
Gorok.
creatures with our dying breath
Gorok,
and renew the
Pans,
Karazhan
Tyrion, Miao Ying. The goal for this SFO campaign will be the 6,000. So that's unlikely to happen, but I leave it an option. That's pretty much my price to play the campaign. Desperate times.
Lord of all beasts.
I'm looking at like from this perspective these days.
swords.
We get to play SFO on stream. I will play a campaign, sure. Maybe even like it, who knows. I'm probably gonna be complaining about it. But it will secure me financially for at least 3 months, so I can do whatever I want. Oh, it's worth it. Yeah, that's gonna be the goal for SFO campaign, 6,000 Marconis. 4,500 will be for a multiplayer stream. The other two more realistic ones are 3K and 1,500 for the other campaigns.
Battle ready. Battle ready.
How many hookers can you finance with 6K? You know, answering that would just confirm that I know how much they cost. But I guesstimate about 30 to 40.
Dread spears.
Mistress of Whispers!
These guys are stalking, nice. This is nothing special, but I like the idea they're stalking. When is the miracle patch coming out? In 2 months. God damn it, man. You see what is happening here, guys? The guy in the chat asks when is the miracle patch coming out. It's like a normal thing that happens. Fucking hell, man. This is all going to shit. This is some sad, sad shit.
Rakar!
Don't you laugh about this shit. This is sad. This is not funny.
Yes, indeed.
It's not. This is sad shit. Good thing I have beer. I'm gonna have $3,000 in this game.
For combat. We are ready. Understood. Dark elves. Going. Making ground.
Sarathan!
Moving out. Advancing. I will go. Rakar.
A cart. I think we cleared his armor, right? We don't have the we do have the ability, but I guess it's not upgraded. There's a bunch of rats here. This is, without a doubt, one of the worst updates C has ever done. And they've done some shitty updates back in Rome 2.
Beast Master.
Aureus Sarius!
Advance, Druki.
Either! With
Remember those numbers at the Three Kingdoms? Where are they now?
unleash death!
Who's even playing that game?
Elfry and Aha!
Who the fuck would replay Three Kingdoms over playing Warhammer?
Bleak swords. Cold-blooded killers.
Sister of the Dark Convent!
Well, at least they make Markonos use emotes in the chat. Markonos using emotes in the chat makes me happy. It's like my dad knows how to turn on the PC. He knows where the button is without taking one of the power cables out and, you know, taking it away. Every time Markonos does a emote, it's a big day.
Dragon.
Servant of Hecate!
Immediately.
In that position when they take a little high ground and they shoot you.
Bleak swords.
Let's get some momentum in the city. They do have things moving in the city, so we're probably gonna get them closer.
I am doom.
I am Doom!
I shall prevail.
Still can't put it on here because it's a character, huh? That guy is actually hurting that dragon. Anti-infantry, huh? Anti-infantry armored AP wizard. That's a nice crowd control here. That armor's definitely better than the Rakar's unique armor.
All powerful!
Dark shards. We understand. To destruction. Bleak swords. Blood for
He's getting the most focus here, so the other ones are taking very little damage.
forward.
That guy's actually doing damage to the dragon with 40 attack.
Oh baby.
Oh baby!
Seeking.
Who's better, Dragon Rider, Emir, or Rakar? That's not even a question. That's not even a question.
Battle ready. End them. My blade hungers.
If you asked Malekith or Imrik, you know, that would have been a question.
Blood!
Because, you know, it can be a wizard.
Come, Melee!
Rakar is just, you know, above average fighter. dragon makes him, you know, a little bit better.
Prepare yourselves, beasts! The merciless host! Merciless warriors!
Why they were not shooting half the time here?
It shall be.
Unless they were requiring action.
No mercy.
I approve! Bleak swords! Onwards to
I think the
murder!
best dragon in the game is Von Karstein bloodline.
Dark elves! With pleasure!
They're so powerful and they're so fun.
Sorceress of Grod. Sarothan.
Bleak swords! Onward!
Not just Flock of Doom, but Wind of Death as well. And the vampires have access to some of the best power in the game. You can't really imagine that.
Shall be done!
Forward. Elfry and Aha.
Dark shards!
Those guys actually got the wreck in melee. Aha, there's a flamethrower here. Send the Archmage. Psh. Zombie Dragon. You know what it really means these days?
Shenlu.
Everybody's just gonna be preaching like gospel in a bit, I think.
Aria, Aria, Aria. They shall know fear.
Zombie dragons are finally something special.
Sorceress of Grod.
Incendiary Archmage is basically just better Imric. It's definitely high power level. Let's regenerate Rakart a bit. We got the armor that regenerates. Oh, we don't need it, but why not? Wizards are gonna be always better than fighters. And if these wizards can also fight, that's crazy, like Arcane, for example. I mean, lore-wise, like nobody should be stronger than Arcane, really. It's Immortal Horror Golem, and they do very high damage. Dromedary got a little bit better moving through the crowd, right? They do have that swarm of flies. I don't like Grimgor in Warhammer 3. His location sucks and makes no sense. Hopefully it will make more sense in the future. $2,400 slaves. Ooh, that's a lot of slaves. I'll take them.
Mine.
It's red slaves. What do we, how many red grills do we get in 2,400 there? We didn't get the red girls or just all men.
Bow before Rakar.
Red girls. I did see some pictures. Guys, put some red girls pictures in Marty's dungeon. Let's go. Don't give me feels weird, man. You've probably seen Red Girl's pictures in Maradi's dungeon. Cervantes, what the fuck, man? On my stream, is giving me feels weird, man. This is one of the biggest perverts on the internet. You guys seen that shit he linked in the dungeon? I have never seen such degeneracy. You know, I'm asking for some hentai shit, and he links like the worst shit I ever seen. What about cat girls? Cat girls are the best. Not the most dangerous Scorn. Where think is Scorn? Scorn is on dicks. That's like half the people into dicks. You haven't seen what he linked. Hey there, bro. Get missile resistance here we have. So we have 45 missile resistance and 80% ward save. Yeah, it's actually really tough there. 8400 health regeneration. That should be illegal. That's Warhammer 3. The more resistance we stack, the more damage we can actually mitigate in the battle, because he's going to be one of the primary targets. So this thing is poop. They literally need to double or triple the stats in this skill. I guess double would be fine. This is not good enough. This is like aged really poorly. Eternal Hatred, 6% more damage. If you're finding high elves, sure. This is kind of poop. Unless using cavalry. Trash. And we have 8 points for Mentor, 8 levels for Mentor. This is 5 attack for the dragon and the surroundings. And this is an ability, huh? It's kind of flavor ability, but it's a very weird spot on the skill tree. This is kind of like a character skill, but it's in battle skills. So the best thing we can get here is armor, attack, and defense. Damage. 86.5 attack is not really enough. We get an additional 20 armor here. We get access to 77, 82 attack. That's very good. 82 attack dragon, it's very good. Especially because you have additional 20% damage here. The dragon has 520 damage, it's a lot. I mean, this is mega damage. Don't really underestimate dragon damage. Dragons, like I see people underestimate because this is just like one unit. Like, what can one unit do against a whole army? 20 units, but people tend to use dragons with noxious breath. And it takes them a while to realize dragons have really big damage. But how do you get access to that really big damage? Just get a lot of attack. Get a lot of attack. Dragon lands in, and all of a sudden it just starts destroying things. Every attack animation, 10% of the unit held down. 10% of the unit held down. Literally killing some characters in a couple attack animations. But people tend to just go with the breaths. And sometimes position the breaths instead of just going for the damage. I mean, on a regular Black Dragon, sure, that's the way to go. But on a Lord, the weapon strength and the regular damage is way stronger than the breath. But yeah, the breath can destroy a whole unit. But we have enough attack, the dragon is devastating.
Bow before Rakat.
Hey Disco,
my God.
howdy.
Have you seen that shit?
Speaking of howdy, if we get a successful sellout stream, we'll do a long run on Fallout New Vegas. I think I can afford one. Yeah, this is why people want lords like Vlad and Tyrion have extra dragons, cause the dragons are just super strong. And they should be super strong, and now they got even tougher. No way. Well, we're gonna do a long run. Usually how I do it, if I have like all the time in the world. Yoo-hoo! Lorsitel. I don't even remember this name. Could try the new game instead. Listen to this guy. Could try a new game instead. We're playing a new game these days. What that game is called? We're playing that the Bold Scar Girl. Hogwarts. Yes. I said I'll be doing one new game a month. 2? Don't go crazy. What the hell? 2 new games a month? That's like crazy. It's craziness. I just can't wait every time we play Fallout New Vegas. There's always that 1-2 guys in the chat. Did you play this game already like 20 times? That Salazar guy that got banned, and there's another guy that actually messages me as well. Go play something new. Learn something new instead of just, you know, bash the AI for the 100 times. Like, you know when you have a game that you can replay and then you are comfortable with and you know, you're good at it. And there's people there out there that actually don't like this. They want you to suck at the game, get frustrated, maybe even rage a bit, and hopefully for them, rage quit. I didn't rage quit a game like Elden Ring, like I think I can only rage quit. I don't know. If CA pulls some really bizarre shit and I get really triggered, then I can uninstall the game for at least a month.
Tremble before a car.
Supreme sorcerer.
But usually it follows up with somebody triggering me hard in chat, like Akatama did with the Clan Molder campaign, or Cookies did at the start of the Empire campaign. When you get that, you get so agitated that you just, end the stream, or go neurotic. How do they kill it? What can they call neurotic? That's a word, right? How about a sellout goal for an MP game with red names like Valheim? Well, see if I don't know. It almost feels like it could be arranged with a request token.
Supreme sorceress of Grant.
For Karen Khan.
Cruel Dreadlord.
I guess we're just gonna rush this corner here. When you have to raid your own territory to replenish, there's actually no more corruption. Oh, there is corruption. When you have to raid your own territory to replenish.
Black arts.
Rakath is supreme.
There is very little things you can't do anymore with the request tokens, because this is they accumulate so much. Okay, regarding sellout stuffs, let's not go crazy. I think it was the last year, or actually the last 2 years, the only real reason, we were actually fine financially because of sellout streams. Everything was weird.
Enchantress.
I'm going to use my request tokens to request Elich go outside and touch grass. As a SFO campaign, as a goal, there is no way that goal is gonna be filled. There's no way. There is no way it's gonna be at 6K, because I'm not even gonna mentally prepare myself with it. But I might get alcohol in case it gets completed. But that's just an excuse to buy alcohol because of 6K. But there is no way we get that goal. No way. 'Cause it's an absurd amount of money, I'm not thinking about it. But it's an option. I'm more like multiplayer goal gets complete, 4500, LH happy. We did get to play a multiplayer stream, right? And then people getting G-baited because the next goal is SFO campaign. And I'm like, maybe he gets a bunch of money, but it doesn't get completed, and I still profit from it, and I don't have to play SFO. That's my idea behind it. Ends at like 5,800 out of 6,000. LH happy. Doesn't have to be a 6k, right?
Submit to me.
We have a deal. Set the sails.
Well, there's definitely some people around that might donate towards this, but unless more people donate towards it, it's not gonna see the day of light. Look at that, 25 field screens for 10 turns. That's some of the best buffs in the water. I'm gonna send this arc around.
The ocean awaits.
We have been snowballing here and we haven't even used the black arc properly.
A vile plan.
What did I say? Day of light? Light of day? My bad. Must be the beer already. Yeah. I didn't ask for the most degenerate shit. I asked for degenerate shit. Why is Cervantes VP again, guys? It bothers me as VP. I have Liliana of the Veil, 4 copies, and one of the cards has like a white edge on the top. It's still near mint, but it still has a white edge on top. But when I see it on the front of the card, I get triggered. I get triggered and I'm like almost want to sell her and buy a new one.
Oh my god.
But when I see Cervantes with a VIP, it triggers me much more than that. That's like a regret. Why did I not stay up for a few more hours?
Unrestrained.
Just give me a reason, Cervantes. Just give me a reason, I'll ban you for life. Just give me a reason. One reason. Not even a second chance. You're gonna get Cervantes 1989. But it's not gonna be a WAP.
Taking control. Mother of the Dark Convent.
Master Druki. Traveling.
Kind of feels odd that it's just there's a master traveling the map and not in the army. At least there is a crossing here. So what do we have here? Some Blessed Temple Guards, only 12,000 health, no problem. Ooh, Blessed Horror ones, that's scare damage. Probably one of the better Lisbon AI units. Bunch of Saurus here and bunch of Bastiladons. Why is that a tier 2 unit? Diego gifting a sub to Cervantes. Well, Diego is toxic. He pretends to be friendly, but he's really toxic. He's just trying to stir up shit. 6-7 attack with charge and AP damage, that's crazy. This is one of the highest damage dealers of the Lisbon.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
Excuses, blames.
What the hell?
Scorn, it's just begging for attention right now. Did you request that Hogwarts Legacy game because you knew what kind of character I would make? Because even my nephew know about the political drama about it, and I don't. Thanks, Malakit.
Cruel sorceress.
Feared by all.
I knew you would be a little troublemaker, but not at the time I didn't think the drama around the game would be that annoying. Well, yeah, there's always these things. You never know. How much territories do we have? It's 18 settlements. 18, and we can get another dead hag and a kind assassin. I probably should, so we don't see those masters moving them up. The trade on kind assassin doesn't matter. I'll never be in an army.
Join our blood.
What's the arc time? 2 turns. The Hanwen got murdered by Lord Skrolk. Skrolk is out of control. He's our mad dog. Oh, my bad. Mad rat. I should have done those strides before that bell. That made no sense. I don't like it matter. This campaign is almost done. Almost done. You know what gets me the most in that game there, bro? The main character's voice and those smiles. Those smiles might be off, but they remind me that we should be happy in life. At least try to be happier. Look at Cervantes. He's just pushing it. Lara has a sort of cane.
I can't.
You can't. 10 units moving around. We don't have guards in the Fuming Serpent, but I think they're just getting being chased here. We can have an ally mission here. Marcus Wolfhard. Where the hell is Wolfhard? A spy satellite. They're recruiting 2 armies here. 16 for this guy.
Supreme Sorceress of Grant.
No. No way.
There's a thing Ragnar says in the Vikings that what's it, the quote about happiness that stuck with me. Ragnar in Lodbrok from Vikings, he says, I know it's hard for you to accept, but unhappiness is more common than happiness. Why should you be happy, right? But everybody expects to be happy. It reminded me of that man, what is it, 2.5 Men? When Charlie Sheen has that kid character, you know, they're buying milk, and Charlie picks the wrong milk, and the kid, you know, tells him, you know, he picked the wrong milk, and then he picks the right milk, because, you know, he never does shopping, groceries, and then he asks the kid, are you happy? Because, you know, he picked the right milk. The kid says, why should I be happy? It's just milk. So, yeah, happy about little things, there's like too much. Sometimes I think about it. I do visit McDonald's quite a bit, get coffee, some other stuff, food, and I do see those employees there, you know, welcoming new customers there. It's like they're not been robots yet for a couple of years working there. And sometimes I'm wondering, you know, if some of these guys are really genuinely that nice. There was this one guy that literally is crippling. It's like has like a lame leg or something, and you can see him in the walk. And literally, he's trying always to be nice. He works there, and you know, I would definitely be nice to this guy. But I noticed in one time he was asking this one customer, you know, I was saying something, I don't know, welcoming him to the restaurant or something, and the guy just passed him by, totally ignoring him. And then he made that look. Not the customer didn't see him, but he made that psychopath look. I know I noticed it barely, but he made that psychopath look like he would do things to him. Things if he wasn't, you know, working here. So makes you wonder how many of these people are genuinely happy to work in an area like that where they have to work with people. Seems like after a while, because you know have to repeat yourself so many times, it becomes like you know, like a drone, like a robot. I see it from different stores. Like there's a big market chain here, and everybody's nice there. Everybody's nice. It's almost like they're getting overpaid, and the cash girl is like always smiling, happy. It's disgusting. Enthusiastic, literally about moving groceries around. And I can't believe it. Everybody's happy. Damn, it's Spar. The Despar, Interspar. And then I hear one of the students that plays Magic at the local game store. He works at the Spar. And his store there, everybody's miserable. So you have one store in the same brand. People are literally just like I don't know, too happy to work there. And the other side of the city, same brand, same store, everybody miserable. Why is it so? Is it because of the people? Or is it because somebody makes it difficult for them to be happy there? One moment, boys. I'm just gonna get some water. Okay, here. Tegman says I worked at McDonald's as a student, and only people that are happy there are people that are going to quit soon. Interesting. And this is what McDonald's creation. I needed some water. I got water to manage. Too many nuts. That I'm out. Zagreb. I do see a few of them that are genuinely happy. And I like to think myself, is they faking it or is this real? But I make a conclusion that they just started working. Because, you know, nobody can be that enthusiastic. But, you know, there's gotta be something wrong with them if they're that happy all the time. It's not normal.
True power unleashed.
Too many nuts, a little mouth dry, pretty much, yeah. Gotta drink lots of water.
What violent delights! Enacting my dark desires.
What the hell, top man? Are you here like, is that first day here?
Go, kill!
Second place, so nice, the guy was Salomon here. But the witch elves get killed because no armor. Yeah, we're going to the field. This army is really bad. I think over 70% of the time I'm not happy. I'm not happy, but doesn't mean that I'm sad. It's like I'm between slightly depressed and content. I think that's where most people are. I like to use this term content. You're not miserable, but you're not happy either. Like, I was happy at the end of December when I had 1200 euro in my bank account going the new year with money. And then the second to last week in the month, they sent me 1100 euro electricity bill. And I was back to content, slightly miserable. And ever since then, I've been slightly miserable. So yeah, there's definitely things that, you know, can push it closer to the, you know, first thing or the thing being behind, between miserable, slightly miserable and happy.
Dark shards.
But you know, there's usual things with money, you know, like unexpected expenses do make me always slightly miserable, because, you know, they're not really planned, or they're unexpected, right?
How cruel!
Druki.
Chorf's feature of Warhammer 3, Hashud, you gotta be one of the biggest haters in the whole industry, man.
Witch elves! Moving!
So, what are those handguns? The murder the dragon which land.
Understood. Heed me!
Dark shards. No survivors.
Is that one for a second?
Merciless warriors.
It's just like they don't know where to go. There's like so many units that hit 4 units there at the same time.
Merciless warriors.
The dragon missed a couple of times. I don't remember why Hashud is a VIP. We had a problem with I mean, Hashud is VIP because he's here all the time.
Watch now.
But we had one problem where everything just bugged and everybody lost their roles. There are actually people out there that are supposed to be VIP, but they're not. But I don't remember who was VIP and who was not. Some people might have gotten VIP by accident after that. But Hashud is VIP because he's a very important person. He's here all the time.
Battle ready.
3 is getting pinned by that dragon.
Channel my rage!
I give VIP sometimes to random people. But who am so time out him? I'm out. People, there's a variety of reasons why people are VIP. Like, I can tell you for certain, 54 is VIP because I like him. And Cervantes is VIP because I'm a failure. So I can give you those 2 reasons. Marconos is a VIP because he gave me shit ton of money. Okay, he would never be VIP in my channel otherwise.
Attack.
Diablo is a VIP because I like him and he gave me a lot of money.
Primed. Dark shards.
Marconos never given me any booba games. Dig the bro gives me booba games. And if you talk about sex stuff with people and you know give each other booba games,
Dark elves.
that's true friendship. Marconos a sugar daddy. He's not there yet, but he wishes to probably. I don't know why Frak is VIP. FJK is a VIP because I like him. Cluris I like as well, he's VIP because of that. There are people who never donated this channel and they're VIP. But it tends to, you know, really, you know, if people are really support the channel financially, you know, they're a very important person, right? Ones who do it more than others, It's clearly gonna have VIP. I'm not gonna talk sex stuff with you, sir, man. Let's go away. Mouse scroll doesn't work. Huh, because of Skyrim. How do we turn this off again in Windows 11? Mouse, scroll. Come on, find windows. Scroll and active windows when hovering over them. Nice, that's it. I'm gonna give these territories to Skaven anyways. I'll just loot it and occupy.
All is mine.
Why did Scorn get VIP? Because he's why did Scorn get VIP? Has to do something with him being red. Probably half the reason. Well, on Skyrim I was drunk for several days and I gave VIPs to random people, I think. Something like that. This the VIP are also limited, and that doesn't mean nothing because we don't really block the chats non-subs. But you know, it's definitely a special badge there. Viper, for example, I know why he's VIP. Viper was channel first more than most people in the last 7 years. So every time I start a stream, Viper will be the first in the chat. So that's why he's VIP. I was so close getting mod. Well, if we have like a slot for a mod, there's like not 10 mods, you get a mod.
Favored of the Witch King.
There are definitely more people out there that should get VIP, but this is a limited slots. I don't know what's the limit these days. This channel had literally no growth in the last year or so, so the slots are limited. I was a mod and Elite sobered up, pretty much, yeah. Pretty much, yeah. That was like... We can't have Marconas in this channel without a way to time out. I think this army is fine for the line breaker. I don't think we're ever gonna replace those dread spears.
Enacting my
How many mods are there even in the channel? I don't know. Sometimes I go over the roles managers and I don't see a lot of people around. These are the mods of the channel. We got Anguish Cake. Okay, he's here and he's around. He can stay mod. Boom Cools. Why is Bloom Cools a mod? Because everybody was timing him out, right? And don't tell him because he's sleeping right now, but I like Bloom Cools. Fenner Jenkins is a mod. I mean, you guys know Fenner Jenkins. He actually knows how to use mod stuff. King Roman is a mod pretty much because he gave me a shit ton of money. He helped me during a rough time of my life, so he's definitely on towards the top. Nightbot, I don't know why the fuck Nightbot is a mod. Ruby Nubio is a mod because this was a fellow red name, a big degenerate. RuneScape is a mod. Why the hell is a RuneScape a mod? Fucking hell. I don't know why RuneScape is a mod. Scott is a mod, same pretty much like King Roman. Sergeant Pepper, the fuck if I know. I think he has to be a mod, and we had a slot open at the time. Shiver is a mod because he's the sugar daddy of this channel. Without Shit Wizard, I'd probably be working some tedious job. And Strackland, pretty much the same, some of King Roman and Scotty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 10 mods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 is the limit. As I said, I'm gonna go over 10. And we had one more opening, and I think I gave it to Pepper. And that is 1 green, 2 green, 2 green names, 3 green names, 3 green names and mod. 3 green names and mods. And we got Bloomcool's a red name. 1 red name mod, Rubio is a red name, Rusgev is a red name, Scott is a red name, 5 red names. 5 red names are mods. Bloomcool's is not a green name, he's fake as shit, he's not green. Anybody who's a VIP can become a mod if they want some, you know, mod obligations, Kappa. Blue name mods, King Roman is a blue name mod. Anybody? Hold on. I don't want to see someone in chat tonight. Is Fenrir is blue too? Yeah, I think so. Nightbot has to be a mod because of commands, I think. Because Nightbot has some kind of script that requires him to be a mod.
Bow before Rakar.
Yeah, we got 8 more settlements. Thank you, genius. Why are you here? Why are we still here just to suffer? Somebody actually linked me that meme. Why are we here just to suffer? From Metal Gear Solid. And I ended up watching those videos on YouTube for like the next hour. And the one that stuck with me, that really stuck with me, because you know the song is kind of like sad and emotional if you play the game a bit, was this one. Oh shit, where the hell is that one in the chat? Oh god, what the... It's like... It's kind of fucked up, really. Did I put in the share memes? I think I didn't put in the share memes. Why are we just here just to suffer? I end up watching it for like an hour. This is probably gonna get tagged, right? I guess I could just cut it, right? Girls, boys when rejected by art schools. Why does it have to be the seed that's always doing things? It's the Hitler meme. It's the Hitler meme because you know everybody gets rejected that the art school is gonna be you know a fascist villain. But that game, whoever done that game, the Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. They did made like parts of the game really silly, but parts of the game like they hit you emotionally, and then they sneak in that song. They sneak in that song, and it's just like supposed to be mess you up all emotionally. I think mess you up. That was like almost they did it on purpose to play with our feelings. Recommended videos. Hold on. What about my recommended videos? You like to stalk me, huh? Yes, I listen to a lot of ASMR Rapunzel. I don't know why she's here. She always goes on autoplay. You know when you are like listening to a music on YouTube or are watching a video, the next video on autoplay is going to be similar, and then the next one will be almost like the first two, and the one after it will be similar to the last one, which had something to do with the second one and nothing to do with the first one, and then you 2 videos later you're literally watching something completely different, but might be still with the same category. How many hours have you been on the stream? I would estimate yearly about 2 hours. I do check up from time to time to see what she's wearing. Okay? Don't judge, I'm a man. How many of you check that stream to just see what she's wearing? Come on. Have you put her on mute? Yeah, most of the streams are on mute by default. Probably tier 3 sub. If there was one person to tier sub to or on the whole Twitch, it would be it's difficult between Fenton Jenkins and Sheria. Sorry, Fenton, gotta go to my favorite Korean stream. I have a Twitch Prime Video, and I got that what's it called, the Twitch Prime. I forgot to use it half the time, but they do tend to go towards girls more than they go towards men. Because Fenton is no longer streaming, so stop judging.
All shall behold my greatness.
What the hell is Bloom doing here? Bloom, go to sleep.
I lead. I shall be supreme.
Well, Sherry is not stream every day.
Oh my god.
Sheila is my favorite girl. Thanks.
Shit. What the hell?
That cringe smile with the open teeth.
Noble blood.
One time I was taking my picture and these two girls were taking my picture, and they do one picture like from for the side, so you know they see who the pictures are from the people, you know, for the I don't know, for the what's it called, the thing in the glass, help me out here, the window, glass window, you know what I mean. And basically it's a Photoshop photo where they make pictures of people and they sell you the photos in the mirror. I don't know what it is. They basically take extra pictures, and for the extra picture they ask you for to smile. And at the time I didn't know how to smile, and I just made this cringe face, and they laughed. They laughed, and I was trying to make the same face in the mirror, and I didn't find it fun at all. And that's what reminds me when that girl is making that smile with his teeth clenched. Man of glass. Hold on, I'll Google it. Easlog. Easlog is a word in creation. Easlog translates to English. Shop window. Shop window, there you go, shop window, that's what I was looking for. Still know what you mean? Fuck it. What in your picture? I had to make a picture for the new ID card. Because, you know, I was looking, my old ID card, I was, you know, clean shaven with hair. And 5 years later, I was looking like a white dwarf. Because I haven't left the house in many years. So I had to take my new picture so I could put on the ID card, the new ID card.
Act on instinct.
Dreadlord, awaiting command. Moving on.
They make you one picture, and then you're not listening what I was saying, genius. The second photo they wanted me to smile because they wanted my picture. They make the second set of pictures for the I don't know what you call it. It's a thing for their store. Nothing to do with me.
Master Druki. Making good
And I made
time.
this cringe face. It was supposed to look so funny, apparently.
Witness my strength, Brachus.
Now that I think about it, it probably looked like that haha cringe, pretty much. Store catalog type thing, yeah.
Dragon Master.
They used to do this in these stores. They would have like hundreds of pictures of random people. I don't know why they would do this, but in that store it was a thing. I didn't like my new ID card picture. I don't even recognize myself in. I look too serious and too skinny compared to my last one. Literally a layer of my face has disappeared. I guess that's what happens when you go from 146 kilos to under 100 kilos in a single year. I like to think Croatia is Southern Europe. But the maps, the fuck if I know wherever they put us. What about Turkey? Turkey is kind of like a transcontinental country, like Russia. Everything east of Germany is basically the Soviet Union. How old are you again, von Steinberg? Turkey invaded Constantinople so they could pretend to be European. Turkey invaded Constantinople because they could. That happened like nearly 600 years ago. Marconos was there. Marconos was the reason probably why Constantinople fell to the Turks. If there was a competent defender there, they would have still been here. And Turkey would have been living on another continent. Yeah, the Byzantines were crumbling for a while. But the city was still massive. They had to surround the whole area first before they ever had a chance to take the city. What do you think the average age in chat is? Early 30s. Physical mental age. Everybody on Twitch, mental age is early teens to early 20s. Unless depends, really depends. If they use no emotes, they're probably old or jaded as shit. If they just use one emote, they're probably old or jaded as shit. If they use a lot of emotes, they're either girls, especially use smiley faces, or their early teens mentality. Remember those days on the internet when everybody using the smiley faces were either girls or the FBI? Nowadays, everybody does it. I did play some... what's it called? Iron? Iron, and it was another game. It was one girl, and she didn't ever put a text in the chat without a smiley. Iron, it was an MMO. Never put I think she started every you know, chat with a smiley, some form of smiley, and then we should put a text in. Using smileys. I didn't really forget about her because something stuck with me. It was not just that, because there was a couple of girls that were doing this at the time. It was always like one of those. But what stuck with me, she had a boyfriend that was also playing this game, but she wasn't happy to play this game. She was like, he was like a, I don't know, he was like people with a life, you know. She was no lifing MMOs. And her boyfriend, I don't think he even liked it. He went to play just like a couple hours a week or something. And what stuck with me is they like broke up, then they got together, and then there was some drama, and I don't know how it started, but what happened is he said that she only got back with me to use me, as in, you know, like sexually, and after that she used his credit card to buy in-game currency or something. That's what stuck with me. I was like, well played. That's how you do it. Get laid and you get shit. And that guy really didn't want to play that game, but he wanted to be with this girl, and I don't think she wanted to be with him. So, yeah, girls do that shit too. It was, yeah, she was a girl. It was a girl for sure. Because we were friends on, what was back in then? MSN, Facebook. You can see all this shit, the pictures and everything. And there was that thing, the voice chats, right? I mean, if Sheet Wizard came on my Discord and he had like a girl speak with him, you know, it would just confirm that she's a retired supermodel. I think they would just be enough, right? Just once. Because we never really heard Sheet Wizard speak. He was there listening, but he never spoke. I know he has a male name, but you never know. You can dream, right? I once pretended to be a girl in a WoW to get a free sheet and managed to get 2 sockets in one day. Yeah, I was thinking about this, you know, getting so bored that we actually pretend to be a girl. Like, what is that game? Final Fantasy game? Like, we'd go play maybe a Final Fantasy game, get one of that girls with cat ears, and pretend to be a girl. And if they ever ask us to speak into a microphone, we just say that we don't have a microphone. But we can definitely send them pictures. We had to go to Google, search for some images, and go to like a page 50 and find those pictures and send them. Nothing like, you know, really hot, but just enough they still drool over it. Woohoo! You know, I tried to role-play in Goldshire on my server. I would go into the inn at night. I would go naked on a bed, but nobody would ever come. I would be there for like an hour while watching TV shows. I was hoping, you know, for some action, but never happened. Only one time I had sex in WoW, and it was with royalty on the lake in what's that place called? The right of the Dunmaro. Was the only time I had sex in that game. Dunmaro, Lochmadan. Yeah. Too much information. Good night, Bloomcoals. Hope you're a zombie tomorrow, because you stayed up too long. Hey, Bress. What the hell is Luther Harkon? Has anybody ever seen Luther Harkon? It's been like 10 turns and... Ah, there he is.
Who are you?
Guess he just appeared here.
Cruel Dreadlord.
By your logic, is Bress a girl? Bress is most definitely a girl. No man uses that amount of Bible tomes. Bress is the only man girl I got Bible tomes emotes on Steam. Just because of Bress, I got this emote on Steam. Man, Steam emote is shit. Look at that. They're too small. Why does Steam have such shit quality emotes? Like, this one looks really good. This one looks really good, but you can't see shit. I don't think they really understand what resolution people are using these days. Ray says, I used to pretend to be a girl in early StarCraft streams. Who talks on Steam anyway? Sometimes I'm trying to watching a TV show and someone sends me a message. And then I end up having 5+ tabs open, chatting for 3 hours later. And I haven't seen one episode of my show. Dicky Dew.
Dark Servant. Carnage and bloodshed await.
Oh, this is a really bad Alderzol unit. What shows are you watching recently? Bing Bang Theory and 1899.
Feast on your spoils. Favored of the Witch King.
Bazinga. Very much, yeah.
Go on.
Sadistic. Why is sadistic not better? I was thinking of trying that new show on... was it the Last of Us? Is that the first season over? No. Won't be bothered watching if it's not over. I don't really care about episode of the week format anymore, unless it's all there, ready. Screw it.
Submit to me. Blood and suffering. There shall be torment.
MILF Manor. What is that? MILF Man. Is it like a reality shit? Seen that what it did.
A new nest.
MILF Man sounds like a booba game, I agree. But I've been barely watching anything. I've been basically watching like an episode or two a week. I've been playing booba games. Have you seen Deadwood movie? I did not.
Spread fear. On the path.
Man, I hope they make the Thing or Alien TV show. Just imagine the Thing TV show or like a good game, like made by that studio, the FCA, that made Alien Isolation. That would be incredible. I hope in my lifetime I see a good Thing game.
Supreme sorceress of Grond.
Oh, the steamroller behind a steamroller. I watch the Thing every year. I'm actually happy they made the prequel, because I watched the prequel first. It makes the sequel better. I actually appreciate the first one way more because the prequel. One of the rare occasions where the prequel is actually good, because prequel ends and the old one begins. I love that. It's almost like a really excellent movie. Of course, the prequel is shit compared to the original, but I like they you know, they like the honor the original with it. Of course.
So thrilling.
So this is a really bad movement here. We should literally just ignore these guys in the jungle. Start a second army. There's a couple of these provinces here that have a really rough movement. Not even worth attacking unless you can... it's always better to attack the settlement. Settlement. They're eventually gonna get in the settlement. Try to hit them outside the settlement is a waste of movement. Usually only doable have an army assisting. This area is clear.
Supreme sorceress of Grond.
There's nothing to do here unless that guy goes around.
Be ready. Taking control.
So they made this unpassable terrain. I think it's that time of the year to rewatch Thing. I tend to rewatch it with some good food and alcohol, though. I guess I'm getting sushi these days. There was a kebab day, but it didn't work. For some reason, they closed early. We get an Alien TV show. It was called Raised by Wolves. Yes. I really like that show. It's like weird in all the right ways. What is the it was the second season released? I totally forgot about it. Raised by wolves. I really like that one. That's how you do sci-fi. Season 2. Did we get season 2? I love it how people complain about that show because it's weird and fucked up. It's like they want the good guys to win. Who the fuck are the good guys supposed to even be in that show? Oh, the season 2 is out. That's how I imagine perfect sci-fi. World gone to shit. There is no more good guys, and just terrible things happening to everybody. This is, I guess, why I liked the 100. A bunch of fake as shit people, easy to look at, but there's always some shit going on in that one. This is one of those TV shows which the masses are not gonna like. It's going to lower the rating, but at least you know it's really good. Because you know I'm a regret that I really feel bad for people who are not gonna watch that show because it's below 8 rating. That's a really good one. Weird in a good way, and because of it, it's never gonna be good for the masses, right? There's been a couple shows like this over the years.
Double time. The ocean awaits.
Peacemaker, is that that cringe guy with a gun?
People grow restless. I can't.
Gonna deal with this guy. It's a huntsman with Emperor Knights. I guess we're gonna have to use some emergency budget here. A strong dreadlord. So the male dreadlords have swords and crossbows, and the female dreadlords are all sword and shields. So the gorillas are stronger than the men in the Dark Elves society.
Bloodshed becomes me. Cruelty and violence.
Oh, we got emergencies.
They will surely turn upon me.
Casual 70 attack on rank 1.
No.
Get another unit.
Cruelty and violence.
Get 9 versus
Not
10.
possible.
Command me, Dark Lord.
They have like multiple Emperor Knights is actually bad.
Dark and noble warrior.
Still get one of the Harpies. When will Hogwarts continue? Probably tomorrow on the regular stream. I don't think we're gonna be playing it that long. I mean, I don't mind playing it, but I don't want to play Lily for 2 weeks. But we're definitely gonna be playing it the whole stream tomorrow. Then I'll decide after that. Seems like a cool game to kill some time. When was the last time you had kebab? on a Monday. I eat kebabs on Mondays. They didn't work for some reason. So I had a big tasty. Building can only be built in a couple of cities.
Our black arcs rule the sea.
If food farm quality got worse, well, I don't think I can be a great judge of that, because some of the flavors are fucked up since Corona.
I waited long enough.
And kebab meat definitely did get worse because of that. Like some meats,
spells.
eggs, especially onions. And there was another thing. Especially like the salami stuff. 100% because of Corona. And it comes and goes. I can eat meat, eggs, and meat, eggs, no problem. But sometimes the smell is off. If I put sriracha on the eggs, it's fine. But onions, unless they're really good cooked, they're not eatable. Onions are just... It's like, I don't know, I can't even explain how bad it is. It's like you smell it and you literally can't eat. That's how bad it is. If there's onions in the food and they're not well done, it's just throw it in the garbage. And I used to love onions. It does goes on and off. So I can't eat fresh onions anymore. Just can't. But if they're cooked, it's passable. The smell is still there, but it's passable.
Bringing horror to all.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
What can you do? I still remember that night I made a cup of tea. It was apple and cinnamon tea. Really strong smell. And it tasted like hot water. No smell or taste. That was scary. Pulled up by a crazy fever.
Our black arcs rule the sea.
The eggs taste bad if they're without anything. If they're just eggs without anything, they taste bad. But I can still eat them because, you know, they're one of the best things you can eat. I definitely not stop eating eggs. But I put sriracha on it, which is chili and garlic. Tastes really good. But yeah, I don't think that's going away. The worst thing other than the onions is opening the fridge and there's been some meat in it. I don't know, below a plate, or open salami, like one of those half kilos opened, and holy shit, the stench literally just kills my appetite. And I used to like that smell, but now it's just making things worse. And it reminded me of those fake TV commercials where they would just, you know, sell some fake product. They would give person to smell something and they would just lose all appetite, stop eating. You know, weight loss bullshit. But this would be perfect for weight loss. It's that bad. Those cheap salami, they're mostly water. And like half of it is just meat content. That's the worst. That's the worst. It comes on and off, sure. Used to be pretty bad with the meat, but you know, I'm not gonna stop eating meat. I'm just not gonna smell it. It's like eating liver. Liver smells bad. It's never gonna smell good. But it tastes very good, as long as you don't smell it. Liver and onions. But it's impossible to do right now. Holy shit, it's like straight up nausea. Nauseous, makes you nauseous. Like liver and onions. If you never tried it, and then like whatever is like the sauce that's left with just dip with bread. It's one of the best things you can eat as well, but the smell. Liver and onions is really good, but the smell it's just unbearable. It used to always smell, you know, like fishy smell. But it tastes really good. Like fish, for example, tastes better than ever. Like sardines, mackerel, better than ever. These are smelly fish. They taste better than ever. I eat them all the time. I don't know, maybe it's an acquired taste, acquired smell or something, but the fish has never tasted better. Maybe because I'm exercising every day. But yeah, some things that are literally just nausea.
Our clan will rise.
A legend among
So they
beasts.
completely ignored this city for now.
This smells fishy.
It smells fishy. Says Luther Harkon, rank 19.
Not
The city is still tier 3 and it still has this shit built.
Who seeks me? Powerful enchantress.
Martic.
Shai shot.
That makes this unit have 46 charge.
May their death be slow. Seize this place.
Slaver is 10 slaves per turn and casualty capture post battle plus. I can't believe they added 10 slaves per turn for this. Huh. That's so random. This follower was good before, but they added slaves per turn on it. But 10 is like nothing. It should be like 30.
Chosen of
Very
the
weird. They're getting bothered with some weak stuff like that. Nerf to slaves. Yeah, it's a touchy subject, not because it's slaves and slavery, but it's really bad. But changing that to just add 10 more slaves, it's bizarre. It's nothing. 10 is nothing.
anchors away.
You know what that equals to? +1 growth with dwarves. Probably as bad as 10 1 growth with dwarves.
Dreadlord. Lord of the Black Court.
Yeah, it's the whole map is off by a Bedsheet Wizard. Not just C, but just the whole map. I think it's an issue with how they made the map. hail. Just get the gun, the artillery here.
The doom comes.
+1 control is probably more meaningful than 10 slaves per turn.
Malevolent Lord.
Moving amongst them.
These values are so off. It's like they're made by people who don't even play the game.
Sail down.
And I will tell you what is like the main indicator, like this. This is the main indicator. There's a small downside, sure. Medium downside. You guys see this, right? -4, and you get slaves per turn and capacity. It almost seems like it's something. 640. It'll add up per city. But it's a tier 4 slot in a city that's supposed to be precious, that's supposed to be important. But the Dark Elves don't have a good way to get out of control unless you build multiple buildings. Look what happens on low control. You have difficulty 8, collect income 4, could be climate and could be buildings, adds up to negative control. And look what happens here. Slaves used by buildings plus 100%. If you don't have ideal setup for control. And then this gives you 40 slaves per turn. But this building on tier 2 only takes 40 slaves per turn. If you get that negative, which most likely will happen, it's gonna be -80. This building removing control is bizarre. This is a precious slot in a city. On a tier 2, that's impossible, other than locking an arc. On tier 4, what? And the fact this has a negative with a poor control building at the same time, which is also required to build with this one if you want to keep the slave economy going in the city on a good ratio. This building, for what they made it to be like this, I should have adjusted this one. This one should probably be tripled on tier 4, because it's only can build the capital. This in capital should be tripled. Doubled in a minor city, which is like on this one. So this could be double, and this should be tripled. And then this building, for this system to work, this should probably be, now that they tripled that one, control thing is a flavor thing, right? It's the slaves, they're not gonna be happy. So it can remain, right? But the slave capacity and slaves per turn should be way higher. I think the slave market should provide 300 to 500 slaves a turn. And what does the CA, the college guys that have diplomas and shit decide? You get 40. What is this arbitrary number, 40 per turn? It should be like 300 to 500 per turn. At the right moment, we can have 2 slave markets. We have capacity, would have had close to 6,000 slaves. This would not be self-sustained with just infrastructure, which is not possible. But why shouldn't we be able to do this if the infrastructure is available? Right? We can make, changes in the society to do this, Why the buildings should not support this? But look at this, what happens. We are losing 1,255 per turn. So we lose 1,200 per turn. So if there are only 2 markets were generating another 80, it's trivial, useless. Higher capacity, irrelevant. But if they're making 300 to 500, it will give us a little bit more room to those turns where we didn't have as many battles. So the only way this works if it's like at least 300. I probably put this on to 400, so the 0 is missing. Faction slave capacity 600, whatever. You get multiple tier 4 cities, you're gonna have capacity anyways, so that capacity number is irrelevant. But slaves per turn should be here 300 to 500, and I would probably put at 400. And that would be the only time I would consider building this building, if this is 400 slaves per turn. At 300, I would think about it if I had a slot. At 40, are they even playing this game? I understand what they're trying to do, but the numbers are off. Don't defend this, Alex. Don't defend this. This is way off. Sometimes you're just transitioning. This is a thing called slave market. Let's say this is California here, and it's a slave market. Does a slave market California makes 40 slaves per turn? I don't know, man. This is one of our best provinces in the world. Well-developed economy. I think they would make more than 40 slaves a turn on a tier 4 building. This should be 400 at least. Let's look at this province. 40 to 80 slaves per turn. Another 60 slaves per turn. Let's say it's a tier 5. 140 slaves here. 200 slaves. 260. And we got 320 slaves per turn. This province alone loses 370 slaves per turn. I just take a random example. This is a well-developed country here. And our numbers are arbitrary, and we just have penalties here, not positives. But this is not everything, guys. This is not everything. Let me show you something else. There are these things called slave diktats, and yes, they cost slaves too. So diktats should be what you use your slaves in between turns from battles. The passive one should be closer to 0 in a well-developed provinces. And this is a reason enough to do battles. Diktats and rights. You will never be positive with settlements, but you should not just be completely negative. So diktats are what's supposed to be happening from battles. Diktats and rights. Province economy is supposed to be at least somewhat sustainable, but this is completely negative. Let's look at this. This is 600. You want to hear a joke? You can do this in every province in the same turn, and it's next to nothing. And it just, you don't have the supply, you don't have the income, and the whole system is a joke. The only reason this this would make sense is like look at this. I was like, you know, this is just not just talking out of nowhere, but these numbers would work if this was minus. If literally there's a 0 removed from this. If this was minus 5, 10, minus 15 per turn. Literally they remove a 0 and you're still losing a lot of slaves. Because as you expand, what the hell this diktat's gonna be doing in a whole continent? And this thing costs 600 slaves, and you can do it every province. And you know what it does? You know what it does, guys? It does nothing. You get trivial amount of control and next to no income. This is not per turn, this is just like one-time thing. And this thing tells me this is like a irrefutable proof that the numbers are off. This is like a what I call slave dump. This is a slave dump in a broken system where the numbers are off. They make this system where if you have extra slaves, you have too many slaves, this is what you get. So look at these numbers, 600 slaves, and what you get for it. And you can clearly see how off these numbers. The other diktats are okay. This one is okay, and this one is okay. This one here is the one that you can do multiple in multiple areas. This whole system is it's like I know I don't want to go like completely there, but a 0 off. Like this building, it's obvious it's off by a 0. This should be 400 slaves per turn. You do know what happens when you expand, right? You get one of these in every city. This will be literally gonna be 3,000 to 5,000 negative. What happens at that point? At that point, you only use the slaves when you get them. They don't exist otherwise. Because you get a system where you need too many slaves per turn and you cannot provide slaves anywhere. So it totally breaks immersion of some kind of system that it does something. So this number gets depleted way too fast and it never goes, never gets filled. You're gonna get a massive capacity, you're never gonna fill it, and any slaves you get, you're gonna have to burn on dictates and rights, because the next turn they disappear.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy
Hey, Tiny.
shit. What the hell?
So this thing here, open markets, how much it costs, what it does, and this thing here is just a clear example how bad this system is, and the numbers are off. If this was 400 slaves per turn, it would actually be a decent building. I don't know who designed this, but they don't play this game for sure. And you know, there's this thing called difficulty penalty, -8 from difficulty, right? And the moment you hit the negative, slaves used by buildings plus 100%. So yeah, you get screwed by difficulty again. But on the positive side, there is no really incentive to get positive, but you have to do it anyways. So where is the incentive here to lower the slave usage on absolute control? Why not lower it by 50%? I mean, this system can work. This is a work in progress, just the numbers are off. They have something going here, just the numbers are off. The numbers are off pretty badly. So add 50%, 25% here, 50% here, lower this to -50%, add a 0 here, adjust a little bit the industry. I mean, like, it's like putting -60 here, it's like they're telling you, like, this is optional. You don't have to build this building in the region. The hell you don't! This is the most important building in this faction. There's nothing more important in this faction than this building. And they put -60 on it. I bet they play on normal and they don't even build this building in most of their settlements. The system has a good base, but they need to adjust numbers.
Unequaled.
Born to command.
Guys, I don't know if you watched ever their streams, but there was this one stream I wished I recorded. I fucking regret I didn't record that stream every day of my life. It was the first time they removed balance of power. So it was actually my bad, not balance of power. It was when they made 50-50 everything. Every battle was a 50-50. Remember the 50-50? Army on the left, army on the right, 50-50, right? And they were doing a let's play on a stream. And they picked Clan Rictus. Literally every battle was 50-50. And when CS says 50-50, because they're slaves to balance of power and, you know, they can auto-resolve, they had to fight every single battle. Because, you know, they would see, you know, a big auto-resolve, they auto-resolve. And that was like most of their streams. But now, every battle was 50-50. You know what happened? They were starting to do really badly, heck, even lose the most trivial of battles. Because the guys didn't know how to use range units or the Doom Wheel in the battles. Because Clan Rictus suck. And they were not playing it right. They started literally doing so badly that I haven't had them stream in a long time after that. Because they're like 50-50 every battle. Like, they can't stream with that. I wish somebody recorded that shit. I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, Clan Nix's Warhammer 2 had a tough start. If you're like not a meta gamer, that's not an easy campaign. And because every battle was 50-50, they struggled. And you would see battles. The battles would be almost even. So if you don't know how to use Doom Wheel or some of those units to your advantage, where you can literally tie 3 to 4 of their units with only just one of your units, you literally struggle in those battles.
Cain favors me.
At this point, it doesn't even matter about some of these territories. We just go for the capital here.
Hurry, or face the land.
So let's see how some of these territories have a different movement assigned.
Yes.
There was one stream where the guy, the content creator, that was one of the worst content creators. His job was literally to stream the game, but he never really prepared for the streams. Never. He didn't take it seriously. And people noticed this. He literally thought goblins were anti-large, and he lost a battle, and then he blamed because he was playing it hard. Like literally the first battle in the campaign. But one other stream was, which I'm never gonna forget, because he had the problems with a graphic card or something, and he didn't even had like proper equipment to stream, man. He was not even getting paid or some shit. Was a graphic card or a camera? I don't know, something like that. And they have it when you enter Creative Assembly headquarters. You got on your wall, on their wall, you got tenets. You know, the rules. The rules is hire community manager every 3 months. I mean, never recruit more than 2 of every unit in the army. So, you know how the army looks like circus? It's like literally zoo, couple everything. And he was trying to play the Vampire Coast, trying to get an achievement or something. And he clearly had no idea how to position the guns for the value. So that was out of the question. And then he literally was losing all the melee all the time, because he was playing on hard or very hard, I don't know. And he was losing every battle. And everybody in the chat was screaming, mortars, get mortars. And he then gets 2 mortars. And then he came from losing every battle to almost winning a battle. And everybody was screaming to get more mortars. And that one of those rule kicked in, you know, because his, CA is not allowed to get a 3rd mortar in the army. And you need like 4 mortars in the starting army. No matter what rest of your armies, you need like 4 mortars. And he didn't get it, still didn't get it. I think he got triggered so much by the people screaming in the chat, he just, didn't even continue that campaign. But this was the rookie mistake number 1 of nearly every Vampire Coast player on high difficulty, not going for mortars. You can get away with not using mortars, but you have to play really well, because the zombies are too slow with 23 speed, and they will not be effective unless you get good terrain or good positioning. And it's hard to good position where they can get shot to death before they even get close at, for example, 55 range and 23 speed. Like, this is one of the better early game units if you don't use mortars, but not everybody can use a 23 speed 55 range unit. And this unit melts to basic archers. So the easy way to do is to get mortars, but they have to have a zoo or an army and not get 4 mortars.
Dark Lord.
Because this type of armies, they don't really work unless you're swarming. Swarming meaning they outnumber the enemy at least 2 times. So if you're not swarming, it's hard to swarm, high difficulty, right?
Hateful bidding. Master of cruelty. Dark power.
Out of the question.
True power unleashed. I have dark purpose.
Man, I wished CS still streamed those times. Man, can you imagine their Imri campaign? Holy shit, if you suck at the game, they gotta be the most difficult campaign in the entire game. And I would have paid good money to watch them play Imrik. Those two Egypts that played the Clan Rictus. Oh man, that would have been like... Get some popcorn.
Yes.
Dreadlord, at your command.
I literally watched a guy play Imrik on normal. Clan Ashen still had 5 armies. Cause they let him live for over 20 turns. Three loyalty disband, that's risky. Can disband a 3 loyalty lord.
Not this, officer.
Why is this guy not replenishing? The beastmen are sieging them? What the hell? Beastmen are bullying the city here? I'm like... It's like, I find that so unbelievable with that many Ungors that beastmen are sieging this, like, I'm like, why are they not replenishing? Maybe their outer is always screwed because of their army is in really bad shape.
Druki nobility. With noble purpose, bloodshed.
They might just flee the city because their card is
I
close.
survived my rivals. Beasts. Rampage.
I thought I was the crazy one.
You know, before I used to, back in Warhammer 2, early Warhammer 2 especially, my favorite thing would be watch people play Crooked Moon. You know what was my favorite thing about it? When they realized they have the spider. No, they might lose the first 5 tries, and they realize they have the spider, and that spider can do a lot of shit. Like, they can handle like 5-6 dwarf warriors, so those red dwarfs are no problem. They're like, oh, I can do this. This campaign is not hard. And then they clear the Karak Norn, and they find Belegar with 4 armies. How the fuck do you defeat Belegar with 4 armies? Because it take too long to fight Karak Norn, right? Because the Belegar had that first potential buff before Warhammer 3 even existed. Belegar in Warhammer 2 was literally the first version of that potential they had in the game. Because he would get so stacked when the player was Crooked Moon. So there was like 2 versions of the game back then where if you don't really do it well, you like have no chance to defeat Belegar early game. You're playing goblins and he outnumbers you like 2 times. And he has those ghosts. So even the people who knew how to play that campaign would still had to do several tries to get anywhere. Every time I think of a ghost in Warhammer 2, I remember that bugged patch when the minus 100% hero actions on those ghosts was plus 100%. And those ghosts would constantly be 100% wounded when they were supposed to be untouchable by the agents. Remember that update, guys? That was fucked up. Luby says, you asked me why I'm on the stream the other day, this long monologues are the reason. Well, something for everybody, right? Wow, they went for it. I mean, I expected they would flee the city, but I hope that I thought they would go in another direction.
Destruction lies beyond. Let them go this time.
Luther is losing to Clan Pestilence. What's the hardest campaign in Warhammer 3? Warhammer 3 is so fucking easy that the hardest campaign is the one that puts you to sleep the fastest. So the most boring faction to you that you don't give a shit about.
This one means...
Try to get that one to log victory. Might get a confederation here. Charybdis is the reason for these battles. So they won the fight here, but they still suicided there.
Black-hearted. Dreadlord of the Druki. I admire your darkness.
Here's how we do with the LOC, who? I mean, if you are experienced, which we know obviously are here, if you don't miss the snowballing potential of the factions, you do fine. The biggest difficulty comes with not knowing how to play the game, right? And some people really have their vision of playing the game and they miss the opportunities to read the game wrong. So, without experience, would be look really stupid if we sucked the game in that regard. I mean, bad RNG can happen, fog war can happen. But there's no hard factions. Now, unless you play some kind of challenge campaigns where we get gimped or shit, it's like the hardest campaigns are the ones that put you to sleep the most. Legion of Chaos? We played the Legion of Chaos. I don't think I ever played. I'm gonna play the faction ever again.
Do not vex us further.
I opened that Lord skill tree and that thing that you get in your brain and you die. Aneurysm. Start leaking.
Cruelty is nothing without strength.
We'll have a couple of campaigns with house rules coming, Pradik.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Some people have been asking for a long campaign, but you know, I would like to play a long campaign, but I don't think a long campaign in this state of the game is a good thing.
I have dark purpose.
We might get that Volkmar and Kateb campaign. Kateb will be a turn-limited campaign. I'm afraid that campaign will go for a while, so I have to prepare myself for the long campaign. And I've been thinking of a long campaign before April, but we might just play something else. But it still has to reach 3k UB for that campaign, so I think it's fine. I expect Volkmar to happen, but Kateb, I don't know. But if people add 400 turns, we gotta go for the victories. Minus 50, minus 100. We're gonna have to take that campaign seriously.
By the god of murder.
Maybe some people will have shekels and they'll remove turns, like, you know, my totally not ale idea bro will surely use all his shekels to remove turns from that campaign. But if that campaign happens, you probably can expect a long Tomb King's campaign. How much is add one turn or remove one turn? Oh shit, it's 10k. Oh boy, I'm fucked. Luby has 78. What the fuck? How do you get so many shekels, Luby? Not even a sub. Yeah, that goal will still need 3k though. 3k. Maybe I should put that one on 4500 and multiply on 3k.
For Karan Ka. Show gnome.
This is their capital. It's not even tier 4, which is strange. No, it's the next campaign. We have a big sell campaign. I'm switching things around. I'm gonna give more options, and people can donate to a goal without sabotaging the campaign. That campaign will most likely start on Friday. I have not decided the faction yet.
Bleak swords. Rakar.
Sorceress!
It pleases Cain.
So, what is going on with that projectile? Those projectiles are weird.
Repositioning. Glorious bloodshed.
Have you seen that shit?
Merciless warriors. Red spears. Onwards to murder. Dark shards. To destruction.
There's too many of those guys to risk there. There's a lot of stuff there.
All
It's the
powerful!
wrong army on.
Rakar.
We can't underestimate the range here. Look at the damage. That's to make a safe enter the city. The guns murder flying units.
Sorceress of Grond!
Try to pin stuff here first. Yeah, that's focuses this stuff hardcore,
Following orders.
like the dragons and the lords and dragons,
Dealers in
which
death.
you can use against them.
To destruction. The merciless host. On to slaughter.
The Dark Elves don't have access to any healing, so take damage, you're gonna have to replenish.
Karan Ka expects.
Eager! Oriol Sarios!
With me, creatures. Bat slash kill. By your command.
These guys are stalking, so they don't see them.
Forward. We are ready. Onward. Murder awaits.
Even if they have guns around the city, they still get in a position where they are going to melee because there's no line of fire. But this is the bug in the game right now.
Bleak swords.
It's very annoying for the player. The AI does a little bit better. This is confirmed and not fixed yet. That unit went into melee because of a bug, and they're trying to get through. This is probably one of the more important bugs to fix. It's very annoying when it happens to the player as well. But it happens to the AI as well, I guess, so it's all fair. Capture a piece of the cities to get momentum going, which is, gives us buff to attack, leadership, and vigor.
Bleak swords.
Ready.
So, Luby, tell me, why would you add that many turns to a Kare campaign? It's like, you really like Kare, or you like when streamer is suffering?
I am superior. Hail! Dread spears, dark elves, glorious
You know,
destruction.
it's about moderation.
Onwards to murder. Make them bleed.
Death hag. Let hatred.
I like when
fly.
Mrs. Streamer is challenged.
Sinneth.
Dark shards.
Yeah, that was a challenge to stay awake doing that Sabaton campaign. That's why we have Fu here and Cervantes VIP.
Bleak swords. We are ready.
I rather we did something else, like get a camera on stream and just like left it on and fap live footage or some shit, and those guys being VIPs.
I approve.
He's going up,
Here.
and these guys are still firing here.
Beast master. Drugi, merciless warriors.
Can show you, you can really see how really they hardcore on this focus on the on dragon. This thing would have been dead so many times without these resistances.
Nagarothi, going. Dark shards.
Oriole Sarius. Battle calls.
Dealers in death, with pleasure. Without fail.
I don't know, and I'm thinking if the Kare campaign gets sorted, I get a bunch of alcohol, but I think the alcohol is just gonna make it worse. Like, I have to play that campaign sober and just
Eager for blood.
no, go one turn at a time till it's over.
Primed for combat.
I think alcohol and Kate is the worst combo. Well, most of their shooters are focusing on their cards. I guess that's a good thing. It still feels bad that he's losing so much health. That's why we stacked all the resistance there.
Mine. All mine.
This one is the special one. You get attack and leadership. And the Warhammer 3 Whalers are only +4 leadership, and this one has 5 and another effect.
Bow before Rakar.
Battle skills? Who need battle skills?
Dreadlord, at your command. Fury! Let them know death's touch! Weakness has no place here.
I'm taking the city got a free movement, so we finished them off right there.
What?
4 loyalty. Can they rebel at 4 loyalty? I don't think so.
Denied.
They can rebel at 4 loyalty.
Tamer of dragons.
So 5 is the safe number, huh?
Supreme Sorceress of Grant. The Dark Convent. Cruel Dreadlord.
That's just inconvenient when they have that
Noble
loyalty,
blood.
but you know, it is what it is.
You obey me, thralls.
We would rather take the money than who cares about that lord, it's just a nobody.
Supreme Sorceress of Grant.
What the hell is this a Pyrrhic victory? What the hell? Why does Rebels have Temple Guards? You have to kill them now, there's no way getting them back. So, UB is probably gonna add 70 to 80 turns to Caleb campaign. Heck, it's probably gonna have another 3k shells by then, about 80 turns to Caleb campaign. UB is a degenerate. I'm sure people are gonna be removing turns from the campaign. Short campaign victory is gonna remove 50 turns, and long campaign victory is gonna move 100 turns. We start with like 50 turns, so we remove 150 by winning. So we can achieve probably both of those before 80, depending what the long is. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. Just gonna be a long Tomb King's campaign.
Druki Sorceress. Seeking distraction. Misery for all. Inflicting pain.
Dread spears! To destruction!
On to violence.
The ship moving, going! Moving!
Onward!
The clan agrees!
Supreme Sorceress. How dark.
Watch now! Quick! Rattling gun!
Those guys don't even know we have rattling guns on. I guess when you have barrels firing, you don't even need to aim.
I am ready. Supreme Sorceress. Quickly now. Sorceress. I never fail.
It never fails.
Summoning destruction. Supreme Sorceress.
Ruthless! Whatever it takes! What fire thrower? Warp grinder!
Advance. Slaughter.
And these guys are gonna be pinned there. Our position to get murdered by warfire throwers.
We move!
Bringers of death.
Glorious destruction!
Hearken to me.
Attack! Attack! Go time!
Got 2 warfire throwers in this army.
Slaughter them! Death! Battle calls!
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Death hag! It is done!
Ready, yes.
Fire throwers do quite a bit of damage, especially with units getting damage at the other style, at the same time by another ability.
What fire thrower?
I'm gonna fire here without units there. Obstruct, but still fire at the side.
Scurry.
Supreme sorceress! I summon thee!
Eltron.
At once.
Glorious dark magic!
Create. Guide has horned one.
Moving out!
Imagine being a lizardman and have to deal with Skaven weapon teams.
March retreat.
Skaven weapon teams is basically the Warhammer 40k units compared to the lizardmen.
Zap, zap. Good, good.
Right of pain!
Yes, yes. Recollect. Yes, yes, magic kill, kill.
Well, every clan of Reds have access to weapon teams. So if you clan Rictus, clan Ashen, clan Molder, you have weapon teams. So the lizardmen are pretty fucked.
Mothers of murder!
What?
Taurus warriors were hot shit at the start of Warhammer 1, and just shit. Intimidate kids, they're just the boogeyman to intimidate noobs. Taurus warrior is no longer the top of the line warrior.
Skilled murderesses!
Now, ready, now. Nasty things, die.
On to murder! Okay!
Forward, backwards.
May divine murder! Sacrifice them!
They're taking nearly, what, 2,600 damage, but only 15 casualties. It's very impressive.
Lastrian fools!
Taurus are only scary if you have to deal with them, you know, in a melee grinder. You have to deal with Taurus and melee grinder without having anything else. Of course you're gonna lose. They're better big uns.
This was your
At the
death.
moment you have an edge, they're just shit. Easy to kill. They just have a lot of health.
Supreme sorceress of Grond. Greetings, servants.
Damn, I got a smoke monster. I love stuff like this. We need a couple more. Every lore should have stuff like this.
Powerful enchantress.
think Saurus can be scary again if they had better buffs on them. The Saurus has, for a while, seemed really strong.
Master
Nothing
of
special
cruelty.
anymore.
Dread Lord of the Druki.
I mean, it's obviously they're not gonna buff them on the base stats.
Such
There should be
slaughter
ways to make them even
awaits.
more powerful. Because, you know, like, what says Ultimate Warrior than a Saurus Foot Soldier? This to slaughter our melee battleline infantry. So they want to fight other infantry that preferably has armor piercing for lower attack.
I admire your darkness. Double time, plotting a course.
They're really tanky, but the moment they're getting hit by something that kills light armor units, it's pretty bad. It's not gonna happen in melee though. Like explosives or the iron drakes would be really bad against them. Meanwhile, dwarf warriors can't do shit. They're not as good as Slayers. Slayers are like one of the most elite infantry in the game. They've been buffed so many times. When it comes to infantry, I don't think nothing against melee infantry. I don't think it comes to Slayers. Those are just disturbingly
Supreme sorceress of
good
Grond.
and effective.
No rest.
Why do you pester?
Hecate, guide me.
Saurus are pretty much made to be like the perfect warriors, but they haven't been nothing special ever since the greenskin rework. Greenskin rework made the lizardmen no longer the best melee faction. Heck, even Bretonia is better than lizardmen these days. And Lizardmen is supposed to be really good in melee. They are pretty good in melee, but they need an update. They've been in an update since, like, I don't know, 2018. They have no mechanics, it's just all nonsense. It's supposed to be like, literally like perfect warriors. Like, why they even create a spawning if it's not perfect, right? Imagine breeding blessed units and they're not perfect. Like what? Blessed king skirmishers? Fuck me. Imagine being blessed, lizardman spawning, but you're a skink skirmisher. Like, what the fuck? That one campaign where we had like nearly... I think it was nearly every single blessed spawning quest skink skirmishers has literally killed my desire to ever play lizardman again. One day we'll get a mechanic with Clump Molder with no downsides, which will require a special resource to breed perfect warriors. So you open the Clump Molder interface, no downsides, click, 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 get your own blessed units. A very precious resource, it's very limited.
Bad
And when one of these blessed units enter an army, they're gonna be a special unit in the army, not just some ghetto regiment of renown. Don't copy me at me. So from negative we go all the way to 7,000. Anyone notice that? We were at minus 1,000, we're now back at 7,000. Tell me I'm not crazy, right? It was minus 1,000, now it's 7,000. I got only 4 armies.
Noble of Nagaroth.
Not this, officer. Master Druki. With the tides.
Definitely not.
By the god of murder. That is not warranted.
Where the fuck are we gonna even get these elements? I go to the north here.
I do
We do the Arkad's quest bell. I don't even remember what his quest bell is, but then again, they made these ones weird. They might besiege the settlement that causes to not replenish. I have no settlements, so they're suiciding.
Death to all enemies!
I like this last area. Seems to learn the province a little bit better. I guess a couple of campaigns later you get the knowledge of the continent. Like there is the coastal sides and there's like the inner side. It doesn't feel like off that much.
We will make them bleed.
Plague Dragon Egg. Gotta give her loyalty so we can disband her. What is the besiegers to block a replenishment?
show neither mercy or restraint.
They rebelled and they suicide instead of trying to do something.
Master of all.
Oh, sorry, your rebellions with this.
Rakar.
I haven't seen them using the Scare and Plague guy. Seems like it's not working. Just get a casual, another big monster on, in the army. This army has +8 defense on the monsters, and Charybdis is pretty good.
Master, I said.
My favorite thing about Charybdis is very high missile resist. You have to go around, otherwise we'll take attrition.
Follow me, my beasts.
Bacon and Lux. What is this then? Aha, this is the one on the north. This is one is a different one here. We can get good money from these guys.
Tell me why I
So
should
Slan
not
Huapek,
unleash
we
my
need them
might on you,
to go north. Don't we have that much money for this, huh?
Agreed.
We are rank 5, they are rank 15. The Black Ark didn't and haven't even joined in for the action.
Behold the Black Core. Few see its splendor and live to tell of it.
So they are at least no longer considering us a threat. I don't care about these territories, I'm gonna give them all these territories. I want them to become a major power. More territories they have, the more money in the armies they will have. I have no intention of fighting them. The long slaw. Slice here. I want them to have a path to the northern Austria. Piranha Swamp is under our control. It does make sense. No adjacent border with these guys, so I'm wondering if they're gonna declare war on them. I know that they're our ally, but sometimes they ignore this stuff. They have to betray the Dark Elves.
What do you seek? My powers are yours. All powerful. Slavery becomes you.
Does this one happen again? That was on one was from before.
Be ready.
We're missing what, 4 settlements, so we have to go around. Click, 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 click. Could have already had it if we attack these guys, huh? But we're gonna have to attack this area here.
Sorceress of the Dark Convent. May their death be slow. Fresh slaves. Powerful.
We just got a free movement, like nearly half a turn. It's a really bad terrain there.
This smells fishy.
Feel my power.
They bow only to Rakka.
Favored of the Witch King. Put them in chains.
Vampire Coast have Dead Rise again now.
Hateful bidding. I march onwards.
Yeah, we're definitely getting to the bottleneck here. Year 4, looks like the Grand Pep is definitely way better. Don't know what's happening in Ult 1. This campaign is in a position where the most of the world will be in fog of war. Which will make for some bizarre situations, or at least give you the idea who is the top dog
The ocean awaits.
in the fog of war.
With haste, anchors away.
We've done most of this campaign without a Black Ark.
Set the sails.
A dutiful servant, to be sure. Ambitions to kill.
Dread Lord of the Druki.
I don't even care about this game. So quest battles and a couple of settlements remains in this campaign. The short victory is pretty straightforward. Most of Lastria and quest battle. I mean, it's not even most of Lastria because we have allied with 2 of these factions, so it's like a half of Lastria. Guess we'll rebel, huh? It's too expensive to bother with. Rebellion in 2 turns, something we can do about it, huh? I'll probably just trade next turn. This one is rebelling as well for some reason. I still corruption thing, huh? I wonder who's gonna rebel here. The garrison is okay.
I should put a collar around your neck and saddle upon your back.
Silence, your tiny mind cannot comprehend the great plan. And he demands 140 shekels or he declares war. He's third. I want him to send more armies to Marathi and then we backdoor him. So we do accept this. We have too much money anyways. These armies are gonna be out of position if we strike first. And that's half the victory.
Slaughter calls us.
And not even in the range, he doesn't occupy this, wow.
Corruption is right. Fear my malice.
Turn 45. Got more money we can spend again. Dropped to only 1,000 now.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
Yeah, these numbers seem right.
Death Knight is upon us.
I want pizza to get to tier 4 sooner than they did. Maybe additional 100 slaves per turn.
For the Witch King!
Go ahead and ult one. They switch all the priorities if the war happens at billiards. Better we attack them on our terms. We do more damage. Might still also get tracked by Marathi.
Sail, damn you! Slaughter calls us! Lord of Fear. Plotting a course.
Cruel Dreadlord! Action stations! Supreme Sorceress of Grant, behold true power. The weak shall fall.
This faction is gone. We just need to take their settlements.
Meager possessions.
Oh, another envoy. That's nice for long campaigns. 20 relations now. Make some unlikely diplomacy if you have enough of those.
All shall behold my greatness.
Let's do the quest bell next turn.
Naturally.
Naturally.
What is your dark purpose?
What do we have here? Luthor Harkon raised that 13 units. Get the fuck out of here, man. What the hell?
Mother of the Dark Convent.
Luthor. What are you doing?
Terror.
There's no settlements, right? The zombie trash is cheap.
Words have the power to wound. Displease me and you will see.
What about Clump Pestilence? What do you think about these guys? They don't care, okay? is their diplomacy
I
here?
have seen your name listed in the Liber Bubonicus. Yes, yes.
They don't really deal with anybody but us. And I wish there was an option for these guys to work together. It almost looks like they haven't even met. It says 0.
Vicious Dreadlord. I approve of these dark deeds.
Seeks me.
Get another arc growth here, +5. This one is +3.
They know I am superior.
Who this? That are armed with Skaven allies.
They bow only to Rakar.
Replenishment. So looks like Grand Pep is doing very well. What did he do to Fog of War initially? This is what I like to see. So it looks like good looking Grand Pepe here.
Rookie Lord.
Now I'm wondering what's happening in Ultron. Ultron is the long victory. Can assassins that are just our vision. They're gone. They're gone. Yes, with enough money to just click, 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 and not care about infrastructure. Huh? Still rebel. The rebels do seem is gonna have a hard time, so let them rebel. Now that we have more than enough money, more than we can spam, we just click everything for convenience. These things are not worth upgrading. We can play with notifications, so we can not have to check every time. Still, not enough slaves to go on to positive, huh? The start of the turn, we're going to lose a bunch of slaves, but there might be a battle before that. Ooh, nice. Get some slaves. Undead. Best slaves. That'd be enough so we don't go negative there. Really no point trading those settlements to the Skaven unless they can pay for it.
We have lives to end.
I like the look of Lost City, the black and green. Bulgari. Landmarks? What are landmarks? We need an update for that shit. It's coming in an update, George. Ascock.
Druki sorceress. Delightful screams. Dread commander. Across the sea.
They actually got us something down here. Coming soon. Okay, let's do the quest battle. See if this quest battle was actually doable early on. It's battle against Nakai and some of his allies. We do have reinforcements. Nakai does have a couple of Saurus warriors with shields and a bunch of Croxigors. Nakai is really weak to Dark Shards though. He's a really sad lord against range. Legendary Warrior. When are we getting a full assassin army? Never. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting some deja vu here. I think that yeah, this looks like.
Cowardly wretches, hiding from your betters. Your tricks will not protect you from the onslaught of my beasts. They think to free their cold-blooded kin. Their freedom will be found only in obedience. Foolish Nakai, you are nothing but another beast to be broken. I will teach this reptilian scum what it means to truly dominate your foes.
I don't even remember this speech.
We shall send these insolent curs scurrying back to their jungles in fear as I bend their revered spirit to my will. Very well.
He has a manticore and this guy is on a chariot. Right guy seems like they need more help. Left arm is mobile. More mobile.
It shall be done. Assist me.
Dealers in death.
The car.
It does look like it's fine to do this one early because of the reinforcements. But just when the enemy forces arrive.
Forward! On to slaughter! Druki! Onwards to murder!
Eager! Swift! Eager for blood!
Oh, their attack.
Sarios!
Rakar! Lord of beasts!
Nice, we got a Hydra and a Dragon that coming there.
Shades! On to slaughter! Dark elves!
I thirst!
Let's give this guy some toughness. We have to tank several Lisbon units.
Seeking victims! Elfry and Aha! Moving forward!
Rakar!
This guy's got wrecked.
Druki! Murder awaits! Nagorothi! At once! Kill everything! We are ready! The merciless host!
Making ground! Oh, baby!
Oh, baby!
I am superior!
That was a devastating right there. Whole army got murdered by a couple of Brits and a Flow of Doom.
Oriole! Sarius!
Terror and death!
Death and despair!
Death Hag! All powerful!
Die, weaklings!
What are reinforcements? Are they coming around?
Dread spears! Advance, Druki! Nagarothi!
The guy got terrified. So it looks like the reforms are enough for a properly game battle. Army losses ends the battle. It looks like the moment the Rakai army routed, they lost the battle.
The Tower of
10 defense and 10 anti-large. Damn, that's a good one. And I'm taking massive damage. Those breaths followed by multiple flocks of doom, they just routed everybody. Rakai was also beaten. Good item. It's only 12% weapons taking 8 attack, with good damage stats for a weapon, and it has more stats on top.
bow before Rakar. Tremble before Rakar.
77 attack, huh?
Supreme
This
sorceress
one is
of
just
Grant.
trying to get away. This is our 8th. This one can get disbanded. Disbanded. Well, don't disband unless they are 5 for 5. Because they can rebel otherwise.
Dread Lord of the Druki.
And Black Arcs could have given us so much edge, but we had to go around.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Like, we gained all this progress without even the Black Arcs.
Dread Lord of Nagaroth. Double time! Anchors away!
Most factions will deter from attacking as well because of a Clan Pestilence.
Behold the Black Core.
Supreme sorceress of Grant.
Cruel Dreadlord.
What's happening here? This is the graveyard. It's definitely much further from the last year.
No prey, no
Three, only tier 3, turn 46. Holy shit.
blood kiss of the seas.
I'll always find profit in my dealings.
We just met this guy. He's been literally fighting, losing against High Elves. And the first thing he does, main threat the 1,000 Maws. They consider them the biggest threat to their empire. They may form alliance against this faction, break treaties with them, or directly declare war. So the Dark Elves literally come there. He finds out these Dark Elves have a massive empire in Lustria with a powerful ally, and they assigned a main threat on us. Instead of literally just licking our boots and begging us to help them against the High Elves. At least there's a non-aggression option even with a main threat available. But if the main threat was not available, we had both of this immediately. -5, we still get a 0.4.
As my power ascends,
I don't think we need like 60 here for them now because there's a main threat. This guy is an embarrassment. Heck, even a little Hagen did better. It does sometimes good in the fog of war.
What? Make plain your ambition, Druki.
Siding with these guys, I guess it makes sense, but we are ally with Clan Pestilence, it's not gonna change. I want to see what's going on in Ult 1. Looks like the High Elves are dominating.
tradition. I care little for your twisted.
At war with the Shadow Legion, Dread Fleet, and the Seducers of Lanesh. Damn, Seducers of Lanesh might be doing something. He's rank 15 in 14 settlements. Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. One is solid for high elves. Still a good time to invade if we were going for the long victory. Yeah, and Akari can, Fog of War can actually make the both Dreadfleet and Akari win ult on. Can happen. Yeah, literally we have to go to the bottleneck now. This is a pretty much short campaign. Long campaign would have been the rest of last year, this is the very top, and ult. Still very early, so we can still just bully ult. Especially once the arcs get online. I really can't deal with arcs.
Fell sorcery.
We also have a major power clump pestilence behind us. Like I said, there are a steamroller on. We are a steamroller, and there's a steamroller behind us as well. So they were trying to attack, but they changed their mind. So Lee's thoughts on the Zealot faction. I want to pick a good one we haven't played in a bit, but you know that's still what people would prefer to watch. I don't know. Whatever this can get easily sabotaged, you know.
The Pact.
I know, we'll see.
Druki! With noble purpose!
This is random. That is random.
This smells fishy.
You what?
Master of cruelty! Supreme!
How would they position themselves in this place?
So thrift. The weak shall fall. Take their meager possessions.
I don't think they planned to stay there because they were supposed to attack, but they retreated.
Chosen of Hecate.
Not possible.
Dark servant.
Shadow spirits. Slotsley Shitex.
Fell sorcery. Druki Ceres. Supreme sorceress of Grond. Cruelty of... For Nagaroth. for victory! All is mine! Ah, sick! Power awaits me! Powerful sorceress.
Kondo is available. But basically now this area here, fight against Exoatl, and would be playing any further would have been Ulton, right? The usual for the elves. The long campaign victory is literally Ulton and the rest of Nagaroth, or Ulton and whatever is here if you're a friend of the rest of Nagaroth.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
I didn't get to do any good action with the Black Arcs. Just confirms that how big the world is.
Awaits.
I mean, this Black Arcs has just been in transition for, I don't know, what, 15, 16 turns?
Lord of the Black Court. Plotting a course.
Limitless power.
Once they get there, they rule. They're just basically a lot of more manpower at no cost. And the fact those bonuses are with them, it's crazy.
A dutiful servant, to be sure.
Noble of Nagaroth.
Well, High Elves control Ulton, which is pretty good. Will not be a steam roll there. But we still have Dark Clumpets on our side. They couldn't. I don't think they can do anything against their card in those Black Arcs.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
This Black Arc is getting close to tier 4. You literally get the Doomstakes of Black Guards and Shades. Once we start sacking High Elf cities with the Black Arcs in range, we'll literally have endless economy. Endless funds.
I cannot. Unworkable.
This is hilarious, like, look at these guys. We get recruit ranks with the Black Guards and Harganate Executioners. These are our top tier infantry. Tier 4 and tier 5. Basically our, you know, elite battle line. And after this technology, we get Black Iron Armor. Armor for our basic units. Technology that should come like 4 turns before. Nothing weird here, right? Like iron armor should literally be here. I want to pick some fun factions for the Cell campaign. As it should only 84%. Somebody stole research, I guess. This is what he literally just was scrolling through the jungle and he kept raising dead. Oh, glad to see the raise dead for Vampire Coast works.
For your insolence.
God is probably gonna have to trill over 5 turns. Literally taking one of the worst settlements here.
For Karen Khan. Rakath commands.
Dark Sorceress. Supreme Sorceress of Grond. What? Make haste! Coming ashore! What is your dark purpose? Waiting. Peerless.
No.
Your desire? Hecate.
This terrain, man.
Fear the black host.
What dark and
The duration of these guys is close.
Rookie Lord. Set the sails.
At your service.
Be'lakor is literally just a shit faction. It's like he's doing nothing. Will Shadow Legion ever be a threat?
Approve of these dark deeds.
It's just a annoying mosquito, right?
The Sisters of Twilight.
That faction seems kind of broken, getting carried by regiments of renown, like nearly every Wars of Chaos faction.
We will hold them off. Enslaved.
He did something as a vassal? Damn.
Everywhere ruin.
Kinda interesting they kept this arm in the south.
Slaughter calls us.
It's almost like some kind of change to the script. Because they could have probably steamrolled Marathi from the south. Maybe they had a priority down here, but didn't act on it because the player, but they didn't go to war because they demanded we paid, and they just kept the arm in the south.
You dare come
It's
before
like a
us,
6 turns to come from that area to the top. The main thing the Belgrade has going for him is the regime's renown. That's pretty much every Wars Chaos faction right now. The regime's renown are actually a crutch for the AI.
We will make them bleed.